economic opportunities.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Global inflation, the pandemic, the war in Ukraine, supply chain disruptions. Some of the biggest issues of our current times are colluding to drive the cost of living up in Canada, particularly the cost of housing. And so, I thank for the opportunity to stand here today and discuss housing affordability, a crucial issue that affects everyone in this country. Our colleagues across the floor have the privilege of picking isolated issues and suggesting solutions are simple. And it is, of course, the role of the opposition in this House to find fault, to question policy, and to hold government to account. Meanwhile, it is the role of the government to act, and we have done that. We have launched a suite of measures to address the problem of housing affordability on multiple fronts. It would take more than my allotted time to address them all. So I would like to draw your attention to two initiatives that are focused specifically on speeding up the creation of housing. One of the things that defines the problem of housing affordability is that it takes years to build a home, but the need is happening now. And so we created the Rapid Housing Initiative, which is designed to support affordable housing projects with the quickest possible turnaround times. And we developed the Housing Accelerator Fund, launching this summer to encourage systemic changes in how housing is built in this country. The Rapid Housing Initiative is one of the most successful programs in our national housing strategy. It is designed to quickly yield new affordable homes for those who need them most and who need them soon. Through 2 rounds of funding, the Rapid Housing Initiative exceeded every target we set for it. Once the last bricks are laid, the 2 rounds are expected to produce more than 10,000 homes, 2,500 more than we hoped for. And that is why, late last year, we launched a 3rd round of projects backed by $1.5 billion in investment. It is expected to yield 4,500 additional affordable homes, bringing the total expected to 15,000. The Rapid Housing Initiative was launched as a part of our government's response to the pandemic. It continues because we recognize that the urgent need for housing has not gone away. While that initiative is getting shovels in the ground now, we have also announced the Housing Accelerator Fund to look to the future. The fund will help municipalities cut red tape and streamline their housing processes. The fund is backed by $4 billion in federal investments and will run until 2026-27. It will begin accepting applications this summer. The target is to create at least 100,000 net new homes over the course of the initiative. By partnering with the local governments, we can create long-term systemic changes in how we build housing in Canada. And these changes will continue making a tangible impact on our housing supply well beyond the timeline of the fund itself. I could spend all my time today telling you why I think these are great programs. But let me just tell the story of Barbara Blanchard. Barbara was on a wait list for seniors housing, living with her daughter, and she had been struggling with housing costs for a long time. That is, until she found a home in Bechtel Modular Housing Development in Cambridge, Ontario. Her new home is part of an innovative project to turn shipping containers into affordable seniors housing. It is funded by Rapid Housing Initiative, and the project was turned around in 15 months. And most importantly, it has transformed Barbara's life for the better. Its accessibility features mean she can get around easily, and most importantly, she says it has given her back her independence. by teaming up with partners in municipal, provincial, and territorial governments, in indigenous communities, and in the private and not-for-profit sector, we are creating many success stories like Barbara's. We are creating them across this country from coast to coast to coast. As I said, the Rapid Housing Initiative and Housing Accelerator Fund are just two initiatives in our $82 billion national housing strategy. They are complemented by the strategy's other activities that together tackle this problem from every angle that will have an impact. It is a complex issue that needs a diverse set of responses. We have built on and enhanced this strategy repeatedly since its launch in 2017 in response to feedback from partners and the public and to the changing needs of the people of Canada. That's all a long way of saying that we have listened and we have acted. And we will continue to do both because there's a lot more to do. Too many people in this country are still struggling to find and keep a roof overhead, to get a home that meets their family's needs and that allows them to thrive. There are too many Barbara Blanchards out there, people who are underserved by the housing market and who just need a little help getting our home. Our government has made housing a priority since day one of our mandate, and we will continue to do so. In my riding of Nepean, we have funded multi-faith housings, 98 beautiful affordable homes, which have been occupied, now lived by the families who are very, very happy. And we are also funding a new affordable housing project in the Bells Corners area in Nepean riding at the Christchurch area, where 47 new units are coming up. We have also announced funding for Ottawa community housing, who are going to start building affordable housing projects, affordable housing homes in Barhaven area of Nepean. Madam Speaker, one of the key things in housing is the starts, the new housing build-up that has got stagnated during the last almost 45 years. In 1980, when the population of Canada was 24.5 million, the housing starts were 130,000. In 2023, the population of Canada is 38.8 million, but the housing starts are just 213,000. The housing starts to population growth ratio has actually come down from 0.55 in 1980 to just 0.3 in 2023. And that is the key thing that we are tackling along with partnering with the provincial and the municipal governments. The housing starts has to go up, and one of the major reasons the developer says that they can't come to building new homes is the regulation at the city level or the municipal level. And we are providing incentives to the municipal government so that they can act much more quickly, give approvals faster so that we can have new homes built as soon as possible. Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I'm available for any questions.